The European Union celebrates Europe Day on 9 May, marking the anniversary of the Schuman Declaration, which laid the foundation for the first steps of European integration. As the EU grew from a small community to one of the largest supranational organizations, its daily functioning became rather complex. The decision-making processes of the European institutions are of particular importance in the lives of hundreds of millions of European citizens. There are three main decision-making institutions in the European Union: the Commission, which is viewed as representing the interests of the EU as an organization; the Parliament, which is viewed as representing the interests of the citizens, being the only directly elected body of the EU; and the Council, which is viewed as representing the interests of the member states. This distinction seems expected at first glance. However, the actual balances of each institution's interests are much more blurred. For example, the leaders participating in the Council are directly elected by the citizens of the member state they represent. However, the President and the members of the Commission are nominated by the Council. There are two main decision-making processes in the EU. The first is the ordinary legislative procedure, also known as the codecision procedure. In this case, both the Parliament and the Council have equal authority to approve or amend the proposals submitted by the Commission. The second is the special legislative procedure. In this case, the Council has sole authority to approve the proposals submitted by the Commission, with the Parliament offering consultation or consent. The special legislative procedures are not a uniform process, rather, they are explicitly mentioned by the treaty articles relevant to each policy area. The special legislative procedures are mostly used in policy areas where the member states wish to exert more control, such as the signing of international agreements, the accession of new member states, and the breach of the fundamental EU values. In terms of the voting system, the Parliament and the Council use different methods. The Parliament decides based on an absolute majority, meaning that half plus one of the members must vote in favour. The current threshold is 353 members. The Council decides by three different systems. Simple majority, currently requiring half plus one, or 14 member states, to vote in favour. Qualified majority, currently requiring 55%, or 15 member states, and member states representing 65% of the EU population to vote in favour. Unanimity, requiring all member states present to vote in favour. According to statistics, the qualified majority is the most used method of voting, used in almost 80% of the EU legislation. The complexity of the EU decision-making process aims to protect the democratic values on which the organization was founded. Nevertheless, it causes frequent delays during negotiations and indecisiveness by the member states and European officials. This has led to several calls, as well as an official proposal by the 2022 Conference on the Future of Europe, to amend the decision-making process. The cases requiring a unanimous vote by the Council are at the center of this discourse, particularly when it comes to EU foreign policy. Unanimity, or more specifically the power of veto, is seen by many as a tool abused by member states to secure their own interests over the EU. Consequently, the EU is seen as a weak actor in international events where quick decision-making is necessary.